Sorry, guys. Hi, everybody. Bonjour tout le monde. C'est oui, c'est mercredi. Hi, Suzanne. So, I'm trying to get you guys. Oh, there we go. So, you're on my screen as well. So, when we're ready to... Because today I took out my jelly plate. I don't know why. And I took some fun stencils and all sorts of media materials. So I've got Seth's sprays, I've got his ice, I've got stencil butter, I've got shiny spray, all this fun stuff to try on the gel plate. So I thought we'd see which are some of our favorites and which we could live without on our gel plates. So I've been playing a lot, you know me, with watercolors and stuff. So I want to try them also on the gel plate. That's another thing. I want to try the watercolor powders, the watercolor sprays. So bonjour tout le monde. Thanks for joining me. And so there's not really any rhyme or reason today. Oublie pas que la vente y continue encore. So don't forget that the sale is still going on for all the All in Create products. Now, what do we got here? So I've got my gel plate. I'm going to put you guys up on top here. Okay. Make sure you're looking at my dirty gel plate. It's nice and dirty. You'll know exactly what it's supposed to look like. Well loved, well used, and not cleaned. Okay, so let's do the basic, your basic, oh, I forgot to get a tub of water for my stencils. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, this is something I always forget when I want to make a mess, but I remembered it kind of in time. All right, I'm back. Bonjour. Hello, Annie. Ah, et bon anniversaire. Okay, so what should we try first? Well, what I was interested in seeing was how the powders would work on here and if we could get as nice an imprint as we do. So I am going to take a stencil, and I'm one of those people que moi je pense un rond sur un carré marche très bien, et je vais essayer de faire comme en fait sur un page, puis voir si ça va marcher et si je peux tirer l'envers après. Okay, so I know this is kind of weird. Why don't I just do this on paper? But I want to see what happens when we do it on a gel plate. So, je vais prendre un peu de poudre. And of course, we cannot see how much is coming out, right? So we're just hopeful that we're getting our design. I love this mandala stencil, guys. It is Essentials, and that's the code, Mask SL60. Okay, great little stencil. I'm loving the mandala look, only because I can't make my own mandalas. I've tried and failed miserably. J'ai essayé, puis chaque fois, c'est pas un succès. All right. This doesn't seem to be coming out too much. Whoops. And because of that, I just threw 2 inks in the garbage and then picked them up with my fingers. Oh, guys, that's the kind of day I've been having today. It's just one of those days where everything is just not where it's supposed to be. OK, donc voilà une couleur. Ceux-là, c'est Fuchsia. L'autre est Merlot. for anybody who thinks it's 5 o'clock, we can pretend. And for some of you, I bet it is. Ah, there we go. I think when I used them the other day, a little bit of humidity got into the tip. So nothing's coming out. There we go. Now it's coming out. Maintenant, je vois la poudre. Okay. So we have Merlot. And lastly, we are going to add Orchid. Hi, Leah. Okay, now I remember the Orchid comes out quite a bit. So, more's going on the stencil than on the gel plate, but on essaye, okay? C'est juste un jour aujourd'hui. Il n'y a pas vraiment une raison pour laquelle je fais tout ça, juste parce que je le veux. All right, so now we're going to add a mist of water, right? Et c'est comme ça que les poudres marchent. So, we can see all those colors. On voit les couleurs, okay? En premier, je vais prendre un morceau aquarelle, puis je vais prendre, you know how we normally pick up what's in the holes of the stencil? So that's what I'm doing. Je ramasse l'encre qui est dans les trous de la mandala parce qu'on veut essayer de tirer après l'envers de ça. So, oh, that was a big mess. J'ai mis trop, so live and learn. You see, this is how we learn, guys. Now I'm going to peel it off, hopefully not spreading too much of my extra ink. And I'm starting to think that watercolors don't work well on the gel plate. But we will see. We will see. Okay. I could also go, of course you know me, I'm going to pick this color up. So let's pick it up on the back side of our paper. Okay, there we go. Now I just need a rag or my paper towel, which is not near me. And Allison's cutting something, so I don't want to disturb her. Ok, tout le monde, donne-moi 2 secondes. Je prends mon guinea, tellement sale, pour ramasser l'extra de l'encre. So, ça n'a pas bien allé là, mais on va voir qu'est-ce qu'on voit en arrière. Non. Ok, donc les poudres, pour prendre une image, les poudres aquarelles, je ne l'aime pas sur le gel plate. And I hate to waste that, but I did, okay? I wasted it. So, and look, our gel plate is pretty much clean because it was not intended for that. Okay, I think I tried to have just too much interest on it. C'est ça le problème. Okay, so, hey everybody. Okay, so I'm just picking up the extra watercolor because, like I said, I don't have my paper towel near me. And now we're going to go on to something else. So, not loving the watercolor on there. Let us try Seth's sprays. Again, these are a wet spray, but I'm going to put it on the plate first, okay? And I have a galaxy stencil here I want to try. And I don't know why I'm shaking that because there's nothing to shake. Okay? Now these are fast drying, so they might not work. And we might just have to pull them up with paste afterwards. Okay? And then I am going to use this shiny spray if I can get it shiny. Okay? So here's a little bit of shiny spray. Now, I'm going to take the, where's that starry one? This is called Starry Night, I think. Maybe not. I'll check. And we're going to put that on there. And then I am going to take a... Why is my paper not coming? I have too many things here at my desk. J'ai trop d'items sur mon pupitre. Voila. So, on here, and you see it's coming right through, but it's giving us a nice cool image there. Et ça, c'est à cause que c'est complètement liquide. Okay, so I'm just trying to see if we can, look at that. Okay, so just trying to see if we can get a print off of here. But you can see the sparkle in there. Donc les shiny sprays sont vraiment shiny. Et si j'enlève ça, encore, ça va pas nous donner ce que je veux. So I think that we are going to give up on sprays on here until I look at some more interesting videos to see what I'm doing wrong. Qu'est-ce que je fais qui est pas bon? Okay. There we go. Now, for some reason, I'm not seeing all the comments. No, that's not what I wanted. Comments. No. Okay. Well, all right. So, once again, typical failure. So, I am going to use this stencil again when I use my paste, so I'm going to let it clean off a bit. All right, so, comme tu sais, je peux pas perdre toute cette encre-là, donc j'ai un tag ici, je vais tout ramasser. So, as you guys know, there's no way I could just leave that there. So, I'm going to pick it up here, and I'm just going to, oh, look at that. Look at this. I love, 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 love it. Okay, you know I have to dry that. Il faut que je sèche ça. Je sais c'est pas l'idée, but I just can't. I can't leave this. I need to pick up more. All right. We're going to pick up a little bit more. A little here, a little there. You know, guys, I know a lot of people love jelly printing. I love doing this. Ça, c'est mon préférence ici. Je sais pas qu'est-ce que je vais faire avec toutes mes étiquettes puis tous mes fonds. Mais un journée, je vais découvrir quelque chose de cool. I cannot just walk away from all these beads of beauty. OK, dernière, je promis. OK. J'arrête de m'amuser. I'll stop playing. Allison, can you hand me my paper towel, please? OK. Donc, ce qu'on va essayer après est que, merci, je vais essayer les stencil butters. OK? So we're going to try stencil butter. I've been playing with those a lot lately, too. Donc, on va jouer avec les stencil butter sur le plaque gel et on va voir. Je pense qu'on va avoir un meilleur succès, mais je ne peux pas te garantir. Mais je pense que oui. Okay, so here we go again. I am going to take, I always take purple, so I'm not taking purple. I'm forcing myself not to take purple. I'm gonna take, this might be too thick, I wonder. I'm gonna take a blue. I'm going to take turquoise, a I guess jaune. Et je vais prendre le jaune aussi. Okay, and of course I contaminate all my colors. The rest of you won't, but I will. Okay. Parfait. Puis maintenant, je vais essayer avec mon brayer et voir s'il y a besoin un peu d'eau pour faire une meilleure couche. You see, it doesn't want to spread out because it's so thick. So I wonder, oh, there we go. Oh, j'ai mis beaucoup trop, ça je sais, mais c'est correct parce que, et ça fait comme un craqueleur sur le plate. Il est vraiment différent, on va voir. Okay, so, which stencil? No, I'm not going with that one. I'm going with the bubbles. Where's Marlene's bubbles? Thought I brought them here. J'ai perdu 2 pochoirs, donc... Ah, il est en arrière de moi. Okay, Marlene's bubbles. Okay, love this stencil. And we're going to take a piece of paper and we are going to make our first pull. Okay? We're going to make our first pull. It just keeps telling me that Leah's watching. Leah, how many TVs are you watching me on? Voila, voila. Okay, now this is going to be very chunky because I put a lot. Oh, it is yummy. Look at that. Yummy, yummy. Now, j'ai vu qu'il y a une place ici où il reste encore trop. Donc, je vais aller chercher un petit peu plus de la couleur. So here I saw that there was still too much on the gel plate. So I just don't know how much time we have before it completely dries. Je sais pas combien de temps on a avant que ça sèche au complet. But a couple of these bubbles here have way too much. Okay, et encore. Ça va m'agner toute mon affaire. So this is gonna wreck my plan, so I have to grab it. Il faut que je continue à aller chercher le gros mess que j'ai fait là pour qu'on peut avoir la look vraiment de la pochoir. All right, I give up on that. Okay, so we are now going to take the stencil off. And you know me, guys, I'm going to print that. Okay, so I took the stencil off. We see here we're not going to have perfect bubbles, and I'm going to survive. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to survive. Ça va être difficile, mais... And now I'm actually picking it up with watercolor paper. I'm not sure why. I guess because that's what was next to me. But let's see what we get. All right, I think I pressed on it everywhere. And there we go. Donc, tu peux le voir qu'on voit l'envers de la pochoir. So, there is still more there. We don't want to waste that. So, we are going to, I'm going to pick up the green and the yellow with a little blue. Okay, je ramasse un petit peu plus. Voilà. Ah, so you see it's already starting to dry on there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up the blue here. And then all this that's sitting here on my brayer, I need to play with. Okay. Look at that. You see, and if I tried to make that, I wouldn't be able to. Okay? Vraiment, si j'ai voulu faire ça, je vais pas être capable. Puis maintenant, je vais juste enlever l'excès. So now I'm just taking off the extra. Okay. And that's what we pulled there. Now I'm going to put white over this. Je vais le mettre un blanc par-dessus. Okay. Where is a clean palette knife? Oui, c'est vrai, j'ai dit que je veux un clean palette knife. Et je vais prendre le white pearly modeling paste, the Crafter's Workshop. Okay? Donc, je vais le mettre un blanc par-dessus. Un petit peu là, un petit peu là. Et oui, ça va mélanger avec les couleurs en dessous probablement. It will probably mix with the colors underneath, but that's okay. Because right now we're just trying to get a cool image. Now, is there enough on here? Parce que maintenant, ça devient plus tacky un petit peu. Et comme ça, c'est la pâte à modeler. Il devient aussi un peu tacky. So, now, we're hoping this is going to work. We don't know if it will, okay? Encore un test. We're just playing. So, I am going to just put down paper now. Je vais juste prendre mon papier. Et on va voir qu'est-ce qu'on reçoit. Leah, I think you're the only one watching me, because that's all it says. Leah is watching. Leah is watching. Okay. So, with any luck, it worked. Donc, tu vois, on a ramassé la couleur qu'on ne peut pas chercher avant. So you see, it picked up the color that we weren't able to pick up before because it was too dry. So by putting the white over it, it pulled it up and it even gave it a shimmer in the background, okay? Now, people pull all these prints over and over again. They pull one on top of another. I still haven't made anything with all my prints. Ça, c'est pas une surprise que j'ai jamais fait quelque chose, un projet complet avec mes imprimés. But I'm gonna go and pick up a little bit of this color. So, I mean, my favorite on here, I believe, is paint, but it doesn't mean you can't play with other items. Mon préféré sur les gel plates, je pense, c'est la peinture. Mais ça ne dit pas qu'il n'est pas fan d'amuser un petit peu avec des autres produits qu'on a pour voir comment il interacte ou comment il travaille avec les autres textures. So, the other thing I was thinking of trying, not alcohol inks. Glitter glaze? No, pas ça. I brought, Seth's items. That's what it was. OK, les produits de Seth. En premier, je vais le mettre, mon Ice Ink Ice nacré. C'est comme j'ai fait avec la pâte à modeler, sauf ceux-là, il ne va pas sécher si vite. So, this is going to be kind of like what I did with the modeling paste, the pearly modeling paste. But this one won't dry as quickly. The modeling paste was getting very tacky very quickly. OK? Je vais essayer de nettoyer mon brayer et je vais faire le blanc. Une autre tire avec le blanc. One other pull with the white. You ever get that where your brayer just does that instead of rolling. I don't know why. I think I pressed too hard. Peut-être je pèse trop. Mais des fois, ça roule, puis des fois, ça bloque et ça roule pas du tout. That is kind of cool what it's doing on here, though. OK. On va voir. On va chercher un autre papier. Je vais refaire ceux-là pour voir qu'est-ce qui arrive. So let's see what happens when we pull a pull on top of another one. OK? Et il faut que tu laisses un petit peu de temps pour que ça transfère et que ça cherche la couleur en dessous. All right, you do want to leave it on there for a little bit of time so that it picks up the color underneath. So this one only picked up a little bit. Ça cherchait juste un petit peu, pas assez. Je sais pas si c'est parce que mon papier est trop mince ou si c'est juste, c'est tout. On peut plus avoir la couleur en dessous. So I'm going to try it one more time now that I've just went over it again. And I'm actually going to spray a mist of water. Just one mist. Okay. And we shall see. Because I know Seth says he plays with his ice and stuff like that on the gel plate. He didn't do that, unfortunately, but... So you can't see this. Probablement, tu peux pas le voir. J'ai ramassé un peu de couleur, mais beaucoup qui est complètement nacré. Okay? So I have a lot of that there. So now let's clean this up a little. I know, it's criminal to clean a gel plate. It stresses me out to clean a gel plate. Ça me stresse un petit peu de nettoyer au lieu de laisser comme tel. Because it's so pretty when you get some of that color underneath. Mais on veut utiliser celle de Seth, puis on veut le voir pur. Since we want to move on to Seth's, we want to see what they actually do without being assisted by anything underneath. I don't have a baby wipe handy, so I'm using paper towel, so I might be giving texture in there. Des fois, tes essuie-tout, des fois, il laisse un peu de texture sur ton plat de gel. Allison, can you see if we have another package of baby wipes back there? I mean, we should have had a whole box of them. Okay, voila. So now we are going to put down some yummy colors. You guys are probably tired of purple, right? Le mauve est devenu un peu fatigant. You guys getting tired of my purples? So I'm going to do this royal blue. There we go. A little bit of royal blue. Well, there are some people watching. Okay. Il y en a quelques-uns de vous autres qui me regardent. Je vais faire le turquoise, excuse-moi, le mauve, mais pas beaucoup. Celui-là, je vais le mettre moins. Come on. Voilà. Now, oh no, okay. I thought that might have been dry already. OK, puis une autre couleur. Oh, what about un vert? Non, j'aimerais mieux un bleu pâle si j'en ai. Do I have sky blue? I do. Voilà, le bleu pâle. Donc ça, c'est les Icing Ice de Seth Apter. Sont aussi des pâtes. Ils viennent dans des contenants comme ça. Vos produits, c'est moins de chances de sécher, OK? Mais vous voulez nettoyer le bout chaque fois que tu le fermes. Faites pas comme moi, okay? Moi, je ne nettoie pas. So, we are going to start spreading this out. And I don't want there to be an actual design. Mais la mauve est pas marché. So I'm going to try and put a little bit of mauve in here. Ceux-là étaient... Ah, parce que ça, c'est le ice. Donc, ça dit c'est translucide. Moi, je vais mettre le mauve qui est le pearly. Et je vais juste mettre un petit peu, comme j'ai dit avant. OK? So, whoops, that's not just un petit peu. I'm going to take some of that off. Okay. Come on. Voila. Okay. Maintenant. See, I just wanted a little bit of it, and that's going to be perfect. Because now we're going to go back to that night sky stencil that I wanted to try. It's wet, I just have to dry it. Okay. So it gives everything on the gel plate a minute to sink in, and I'm going to dry my stencil. Parce que mon pochoir is wet. Okay. So this looked cool to me, and I'm hoping that it will be cool when we pull it. I wonder what size my gel plate is. J'ai pensé que c'est 6 par 6, mais les pochoirs 6 par 6 ne fitteraient pas dessus. So, je ne sais pas c'est quel format mon gel plate. Voila. Voila, voila. I am putting paste everywhere, guys. Ça, vous voyez pas parce que c'est pas sur la caméra. Okay. Voila. That's more what I wanted to see. You see, I love those stars. Really, really cool. And now I am going to take a small piece and I'm going to pick up a little bit more. J'ai vu qu'il y a des places qui restent encore beaucoup de peinture. Donc, je veux enlever un petit peu plus. So you can always go back and pull out whatever you want before you do your final pull. OK? Parce que je veux que tous les trous vont être presque vides pour prendre la dernière imprimante. I'm not sure, but let's see. Let's see. On va voir. J'ai deux. No? Oui. Voila. So I'm going to run my dirty brayer over here, but it cleans it off et ça donne la pression plus égale que mes mains. Okay, whoops. I'm going to pull the whole table down. Voila. Okay. So I hope some of you had fun with the All and Create that's on sale. C'est en vente encore jusqu'à 6 heures. Look at that. Now that's what I wanted to see. Look at that. Donc ça c'est beau. Et c'est ça que je veux voir. Avec cette pochoir, j'ai toujours imaginé un ciel étoilé. So when this stencil came in, I just envisioned a night sky or a beautiful sky, and that did not let me down. But again, it's fun to go with the little bit of white and see what we're gonna. And of course, I lost my nacré. Is this nacré? This is sandy. That's not going to be good. And this is beads. We don't want that either. Voila. So I'm going to add a little bit more of the white on top and see what we get when those two mix. Again, because I see, je le vois encore beaucoup d'étoiles et j'espère que je peux les ramasser un petit peu. So I'm hoping that I can pick that up a little bit. We'll see when we do it. That's the only way we'll know. Okay. I'm probably not even putting a thick enough coat on. I'm gonna try. Je sais qu'il y a beaucoup de personnes qui font ça avec la peinture blanche. Mais moi, j'ai même pas sorti mes peintures pour ça. J'ai voulu essayer les différentes pâtes pour voir comment ils se réagissent sur le gel plate ou comment ils marchent sur le gel plate. So, now I'm putting all this white over it. So hopefully we will be able to pull another sky. Okay, so hopefully we can pull another sky. Ça a l'air cool parce que je le vois, ça a l'air comme de craquelure si on le voit proche. So when you're looking at it, it looks so cool because it looks like crackle, but then when you pull it, it isn't crackle. Okay, so we're gonna see what we can pull. And again, I can roll my dirty brayer. C'est une bonne façon de nettoyer notre brayer. Mais au même temps, des fois, on est très contente avec l'image qu'on voit. So, because I like making a mess, I'm very happy seeing this. Okay. Ta-da! Can we? Non. Ça n'a pas marché. Juste un petit peu dans le coin, mais je pense qu'il était déjà trop sec. So I think it was already too dry. So we only got a little bit of it. Oh well, that's the only way we learn. On fait des essais. Now, do I have enough here to do some more? On va voir. Okay. Now, I'm going to go with one that is very close to my heart these days. Je sais pas pourquoi, mais j'ai tombé en amour avec cette pochoir-là. J'ai commandé un batch, mais ils sont pas arrivés encore. But I don't know why. I just fell in love with this stencil. I think it's because it's so linear. Il est complètement droit, puis I don't have to do anything to make it look beautiful because it is beautiful on its own. Wow, we didn't have that much there, but it still worked. So that's kind of cool. And then if I take this off, let's see, can we pull a print? Again, I'm gonna just do one mist. Et on va essayer. I am making such a mess, you cannot imagine. Look at this, I have paste everywhere. La pâte partout. You've heard passe partout? Well, this is not partout. Allison laughs at me, guys.
It's the first time I'm able to
listen to my live. Oh, poor you. Pauvre Allison, elle est prise ici, puis elle entend tout ce que je fais. Normalement, elle est en avant, donc elle n'entend rien. So now it's the first time she's been subjected to me. And I don't think she was ready for this. So I don't know if you can see, but that shines. Il est lumineux, ceux-là. So I still believe that paints are the best thing on here. it'd be interesting to see if we can spray a little bit of spray to pick any of that up. On va essayer juste pour voir. Si je fais pas beaucoup, pas trop, de la push-push, OK? Et on va voir si ça va réactiver la couche en dessous parce que c'est liquide. So maybe because it is a liquid, it might reactivate the layer underneath. Mais j'ai pas certaine. Comme j'ai dit, c'est un essai. Okay. Let's see what happened. Nope. Ah oui, un petit peu. So you see, we got a little bit of it over here. Et pas beaucoup ici. Et ça a l'air qu'il est trop sali là. So, but you can see that it still picked up the imprint, même en mauve. So kind of neat. What else can we do with that? Parce que je veux pas perdre tout ça. Je sais avec de l'eau, ça va l'activer, mais je veux vraiment essayer quelque chose de différent. So what else do you think I can put on there that can activate and pick up some of that? I don't have a white paint. J'en ai pas une peinture blanc. What happens when we're going to put green on there? What's going to happen? On va voir. Oop. I guess it's going to be just green. Green and purple make brown, Natalie. Sans faute, chaque fois que je choisis deux couleurs, c'est toujours deux couleurs qui vont faire de brun. So here I'm putting it on with a palette knife first. Après ça, je peux le faire avec mon brayer un petit peu. Mais comme ça, je dilue un peu la couleur avant que je vais avec mon brayer. So it spread it out more. And now I'm just putting kind of that texture in. And I don't know how long, pour combien de temps il faut être là pour chercher la couleur en dessous. I know, je regarde des fois mon amie Barb de Joggles, puis je sais qu'elle laisse pour un bout de temps, mais il est vraiment proche qu'est-ce qui est trop longtemps et qu'est-ce qui est assez de temps. So there's not a big difference between the two, just letting you know. All right. Do you think it's going to make brown if I put purple on top of there? Ha. I'm going to put just a little. Je mets juste un petit peu. Et ça fait pas brun. Okay? So, it's not making brown. So that's good. Okay. I'm probably going to get nothing, guys. Je vais avoir rien, mais c'est fun de m'amuser. Okay, so I think I've done enough there. Let me see if I have another stencil. Clean stencil. Ah, it's cleanish. Okay, so je vais le prendre un autre papier. Leah's watching still. Je vais prendre un autre papier. Donc, la raison qu'on fait ça en premier, c'est d'enlever l'excès qu'on voit dans les trous de nos pochoirs, OK? Parce que l'imprimé qu'on veut avoir, c'est l'envers de notre pochoir. So the reason we do this is because we want to pull out some of that extra paint or paste or whatever that is in the stencil, okay? So that's why we get this. Oh, look at that. Look at that, guys. Ha! Green and purple, and there's no brown in sight. Just saying. Okay. Je vais l'imprimer sur là aussi. Okay, so now I've got that on there. And I've probably waited too long to pull it, but we're gonna try. Okay. So it's really just to play. Il faut jouer. OK? Vraiment. Il n'y a pas de règle avec cette clé-là. Il n'y a pas de règle. C'est des essais tout le temps. Et moi, je ne vais jamais avoir, comme je mentionne souvent, il ne va jamais mettre mon art dans le Louvre. But, oups, le papier colle dessus un petit peu. Voilà. So, look how cool that is. J'ai pas seulement réussi à avoir mon fleur, mais aussi qu'est-ce qu'il y avait en dessous. So look at that, I got my grid. Donc ça c'est quelque chose que moi je sais que je peux pas planifier de faire ça. C'est vraiment juste une erreur. It's what we call a happy accident. Okay? There was no way I could have said, wow, well, if I put this on top now, I'm going to see the sky or I'm going to see the grid. This was just a happy accident. This one, on the other hand, was a bit more planned. Okay? Donc, maintenant, on a les deux. Ça, c'est le premier tir où on sort la pâte de la pochoire. Puis ça, c'était le deuxième. Si mon plate était pas si sale, probablement envoyer beaucoup plus de détails. Mais ce que j'aime ici est que ça a ramassé toutes les pochoirs d'avant. Donc, si vous gardez proche, on a des étoiles. Okay, so if you look at this closely, we have the stars. Then we have the grid, ici. Et on a la fleur. Okay, so you really get a little bit of everything from that gel pull. So that was a lot of fun. I like that. And it shimmers. Ça brille. Donc ça c'est beau aussi. Okay, we're going to clean it one more time. And let's see if there's something else we want to put on here. Anybody have any ideas? What should we put on there? What do I have here? I wonder, would the hyperpigments work? Those are watercolors. They might be too liquid. Je pense qu'ils vont être trop liquides. Oh, I know what we could try. Je vais essayer les gel crayons de Vicky Bouton. On va voir si on peut les diluer un petit peu so that we can see if we can actually spread them around. Okay? So, let me just check because they're here. Why not give it a try? Okay? So, c'est pas exactement propre, but my area never is. J'ai enlevé beaucoup de l'excès. Mais ça ici, ce que j'ai réussi ici, c'est la raison qu'on ne nettoie pas notre gel plate chaque fois. Okay? So that's why we would not clean that, is for those happy accidents. All right. Hyperpigments. Je pense qu'ils vont être trop liquides pour ça, mais on va voir. Somebody bought these today, and I was wondering if maybe they had seen my video, but then I remembered I don't think I did much of a video with the hyperpigments. I only did a small one. But I'm going to put a few colors out. They have a blending solution, mais j'ai pas 100% convaincu qu'on a besoin la solution blending, ni Dominique. Elle a essayé, puis elle a dit même chose. Elle n'est pas convaincue que c'est quelque chose qu'on a besoin. It's very warm in here, which is rare because I'm normally freezing back here. Okay, and one more color, a red. Okay. Now, how am I going to spread that around? I wonder if I could get... Oh, yeah. Je pense qu'il est trop liquide. Il va être trop loose pour faire quelque chose. Mais je vais voir. Ah oui, il est way trop liquide. You see that? It's way too liquid for anything cool. Je pense pas d'être capable. Peut-être de mélanger. I would, but I have so many purples on my fingers, Cindy, that I just don't want to change the color palette that I was using here. But yeah, normally you know me, I would use my fingers. So let's see. It's not going to make anything fancy, but let's see what we get. Comme j'ai pas mis un pochoir, rien comme ça, mais peut-être on va juste avoir un beau fond qu'on peut utiliser pour quelque chose. So, ça a l'air que les choses trop liquides, it looks like things that are too liquid are not made to react the best. Ooh, I do like that though. So, I mean, that I could have done just on my mat. J'ai pas besoin de gel plate pour faire ça. J'aime les résultats, mais ça, c'est pas à cause de le gel plate. Ça, c'était vraiment juste parce que c'est des aquarelles. J'ai un papier aquarellable, donc ça a bien allé. But now we'll pull one more. So, we really don't need a gel plate for this. Okay, so that could have just been done the same way on my mat. But since it's there, we don't want to waste it. So, look at that. And then I can go and pick up, you know, the way I like to pick up all my color. Voila. Okay? So, that was some playing with, oh, I like that. That was some playing with the gel plate, and we ended up with some happy accidents. This was fun. I like this. I wonder, c'est possible qu'on a réussi ça comme ça à cause de gel plate, mais j'ai pas 100% certaine. This one was another happy accident. This one here, tu peux le voir un petit peu que j'ai ramassé la couleur en dessous. Notre grid. Mon ciel, que j'aime beaucoup, beaucoup. Okay, you guys know I love that galaxy. What was the number of that? I said I would tell you guys. So the Galaxy stencil, ça s'appelle Galaxy, vraiment. Et c'est de la compagnie Fairy Hugs. J'aime beaucoup, beaucoup ceux-là. You know I'm in love with this one, and I'll tell you when it comes in next week. And we played with the mandala. So the mandala, we didn't get what we wanted on the gel plate, but it's a beautiful stencil. Here, that's what we got. Remember, we got just some of it, which is fine too, because if I put something in the middle, I would just see a little bit of that. Mais ça, c'est la mandala. Il était juste beaucoup trop liquide pour ça. Il faut qu'on utilise moins si on veut avoir un meilleur résultat. Mais ceux-là, c'est où j'ai utilisé les poudres de Ken Oliver. So I probably used way too much water and way too much spray, but I would do that mandala just basic on like on a piece of paper. I wouldn't need my gel plate for that. So, let's see. I've got the mandala here, so I'm going to dry it off. And let's end on just doing a beautiful mandala because I really like this stencil. And I'm going to use it with my new friends, the stencil butters. C'est mes amis. Okay. Or should I do Ken's powders? Qu'est-ce qu'on pense? Est-ce que j'utilise les stencil butter ou j'utilise les poudres? Qu'est-ce qu'on veut voir? I'll wait and see if anybody answers. Sorry, gotta go. Oh, Bye, Tanya. Okay, anybody? I'm gonna have to make this decision on my own. Guys, I need help. Butter, butter. Ooh, we got a lot of butters happening. All right. So if I'm gonna use the butter, I am going to use, what colors do we want to use? Not the same ones I've been using. So I'm gonna use pink. Oh, uh-oh. I got butter and powder. Oh, I got more butters. All right, so I'm going to, I should paste it down. I always say what I should do that I don't do. So I'm doing the pink, and I'm gonna put some yellow on top of that. I made a beautiful coral earlier today. So I'm going to put some yellow. Je vais le mettre le jaune aussi. Et le rouge, ça s'appelle crimson, but I still find it a bit orangey. OK, j'ai enlevé mon rose, puis je vais aller dans le jaune qui est déjà tout multicouleur. Garde ça. OK? Fais pas ça chez vous. Oublie pas. Moi, je fais tout ce que vous autres faites pas. So you do what I do what I say, not what I do. OK? Donc, regarde, déjà, j'ai du vert et j'ai pas besoin de vert ici. But I did get a nice look of coral earlier, so maybe we'll get lucky and have a hint of that. Okay? So, but I am loving the stencil butters. J'aime qu'ils sont assez épais pour avoir la dimension qu'on veut. And you really get, it shines, it dries beautifully, it stays raised. I just love it. And all the colors are gorgeous. We have more coming in. Actually, they should be here tomorrow or Friday. So we have more stencil butters coming. We have that stencil. We have a bunch of things still coming for this week. Okay. Voila. So we've done some pink, we've done some yellow, we've done some crimson. Who knows what we're going to end up with here? On va voir. J'ai tout mélangé les couleurs. So, it's a bit of a mess, mais vous êtes habitués à ça. Quand moi je travaille, je fais une mess. Okay. And no, I'm not going to print this one. There we go. Oh, look at that mandala, guys. That is stunning. Stunning. And I'm not just saying that. So, if you want to know where that comes from, that is this one here. Okay? That one there. That one would also be beautiful, but this is the one I ended up using. Okay? Donc, ça, c'est le masque SL60. J'ai 61 et j'ai des plus petits aussi. Donc, toutes ces cartes sont disponibles. Mais look at how beautiful that is. Et quand ça sèche, ça va briller comme les stencil butter, ils brillent toujours. So guys, I'm not going to touch my phone because my hands are filthy. So, je vais dire à demain. Et à 4 heures demain, en rejoindre ici. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Bye, everybody. À demain. Love you. Bye-bye.